What a game, man. What a game, what a game, what a game. Come on in, man. Let's get right to this, man. I want to do no pleasure streams, man. If you was coming in for a story time, ain't no story time this time. Let's get right off into this situation. Browns versus the Cincinnati Bengals. And I want to start off by just getting into this game, but I want to start off by really detailing what went down in this game. And I really want to start off by talking about something in this game. And it showed two different quarterbacks, and it showed that two different teams got, two different ways of going about the game. And it shows that the Cincinnati Bengals, y'all got something, man. Y'all got something, man. Because Joe Burrow came out there, and he wasn't missing. He wasn't missing. Sleepy Joe wasn't out there missing. He was not missing in this game. Your boy Joe Burrows is out there throwing darts. He threw the ball 60-something times before. He throws for 400 yards in this game. 400 yards in this game. And let's talk about the way in which he's doing it, right? So this game was crazy because you have the Bengals and they come out in the game, and every time you would turn up and you would look up, the Bengals is losing another offensive lineman. They lose Jonah Williams. They lose their center. I think they lost 2 or 3 more other linemen. Linemen kept going down like flies. But the crazy thing about it is, I'll give the head coach. I'll give him credit. They did a good job after the first half. Myles Garrett had 2 sacks in this game. He had another strip sack, and that puts his total at 9 for the season. And he looked like he's going to have 5 sacks this game. It looked like he was going to run amok. It looked like he was going to win a Defensive Player of the Year in one half because they couldn't block him. But one of the adjustments they had was, we're just going to leave our tight ends in. We're going to leave our tight ends in. We're going to block them. He got double-teamed a lot of the plays. So they really neutralized that pass rush, right? And the Browns, to really combat them neutralizing that pass rush, the Cleveland Browns really kept bringing it. But in terms of what went down and how it kept going, Joe Burrow, to me, really impressed me. Really impressed me of what they brought in this game. If you watch this game from the beginning, it looked like the Cleveland Browns was up out of here. It looked like they was going to get the Cleveland Browns up out of here early. Joe Burrow, only mistake he had during the game was a really quick tip pass on the line of scrimmage. I thought he did. Only mistake of the game was he stared down a receiver. He had a Boyd coming in the back of the end zone. And Denzel Ward made a really good play on the goal line by just reading his eyes, because the player that he was guarding was actually blocking on the goal line. T. Higgins was blocking on the goal line. And so when you're a defender and you're blocking on the goal line, usually if you're a defensive lineman or you're a linebacker, you just go rush. But Denzel Ward, being in a corner, he just read Joe Burrow's eyes, jumped up, got his hands on the ball, and they were able to tip the ball up. And Goodson got an interception in the end zone and ran it back out to the 5-yard line. Interception. The Bengals were driving in the red zone, looking to go get points or at least a field goal, but they tipped the ball, and this is early in the game. So that was the only mistake that I seen Joe Burrow really make. Besides that, he showed you the whole arsenal. Showed you the whole collection. He has one of the greatest arms in the world. He showed you the whole gun club. The AR-15. He showed you the baby 9. He showed you everything. The back shoulder throws was there. The deep comeback routes was there. The underneath routes was there. The plays where you need to throw the quick rocket screens. He showed you that he had touch on the screen passes. So Joe Burrow showed you everything that you wanted to see in the first half, and it looked like the Bengals was trying to get the Browns up out of there. As a 1-4-1 team, the Bengals looked like it was one of those games in the NFL where it was like, okay, the Browns obviously did not come out to play, and it obviously looked like the Bengals was out there playing. It looks like they was just going to come and just look like it was one of those NFL games where one team wasn't ready to play, the other team was. On the opposite end of the spectrum, Baker Mayfield came out looking horrible. It was probably the worst first quarter I've ever seen Baker Mayfield play. And just to be clearly transparent, I was on the pregame show. I was on my show yesterday eviscerating Baker Mayfield. I had just dropped a video. I just dropped a video the other day. And I was like, you know what? Baker Mayfield is an actor. He's an actor. And y'all believe this hero mode. You believe in a hero in Cleveland and you believe in hero mode. Right? And so when Baker Mayfield comes out, he couldn't have had a worse. He couldn't have had one of the worst. He threw for no passing yards. 0-5, no passing yards. Throws an egregious interception in which he underthrows OBJ. Throws the ball to him. He wasn't looking. In the play, the ball gets picked off. OBJ, in the process of tackling the receiver, ends up with a knee injury. He ends up going out for the rest of the game. And so OBJ leaves with a left knee injury. We don't know what the key is for him coming back. We don't know if he's back or what's going to happen. We'll figure out what's going on, obviously, probably as the news comes out as I'm creating this blog. But we don't know what's going on with OBJ, but he's out for the rest of the game. So now we're looking around, and it's like, okay, Baker's looking like this is going to be over. Twitter is going crazy. People are talking about, do you want to trade for Andy Dalton? Like, it's just looking bad, man. We can't really run the ball. And so I put a tweet out there. I said, man, this is an opportunity. I put a tweet out there. This is an opportunity. You got fractured ribs. The running game ain't doing what it wants to do. Its running game is not hitting the way you want it to hit. Your number one receiver is out. You can't move the football like you want to, and you got a rookie quarterback on the other end of the field that's hitting on all connections. He's hitting every route. AJ Green looks like AJ Green 5 years ago. Tyler Boyd is out here getting money off on you. It just looks like one of those days where it's just like nothing's going right for you and everything's going right for the other team. And so I said, this is an opportunity for Baker Mayfield to shut up every single person, including me, that has doubts about him, that has doubts about where that guy was, that rookie year guy. Where is that guy at? Where is he at? That guy that we saw do the same thing against the Jets, that guy that was quick, the guy that had that thing that was like, no, I'm not going to lose today. And lo and behold, second quarter comes around, and they start him off slow, quick, hit a couple routes here or there. Okay. Moving down the field and, kept moving the ball. And next thing you know, he starts to find Bryant. Nice tight end out of FIU, Florida Atlantic. And they find him for a couple yards. We're running the ball a little better. Finally, we drive down the field. We finally hit him on a little 5-yard out. Baker's rolling. 5 for 5 on that drive. 10-10. Everything's looking good. 10-10. It looks like 10-10 going into halftime. Beautiful. Baker's getting his rhythm. And as I always said, Baker is a rhythm quarterback. He's a rhythm quarterback. Now I'm sitting here in my head like, okay, he's looking good. OBJ's out of the game. He's looking better. This is the best I've seen him look in a while as far as his rhythm, his characteristics. And I always said, you know how Baker Mayfield, you know how he's feeling good about himself? Is if he runs into the locker room. Said, okay, let's see, it's 10-10. But Joe Burrow wasn't done. No, Joe Burrow's not done. Joe Burrow, he get the football. He take the ball, run right down the field before halftime and score. 17-10. 17-10 going into halftime. And I'm looking around like, man, this kid Joe Burrow is on fire. This is going to be ridiculous. So I'm looking at it already as whoever has the ball late. Whoever has the ball last is going to win this football game. You playing in these type of games, you already understand the mentality is what it's going to be. And I'm looking at it from the perspective, they figured out Myles Garrett. They were like, no, we're not going to let Myles Garrett beat you. We're not going to let him beat us. So I'm looking at it from a perspective that I already know it's going to be one of those games. Baker sprints into the locker room. Halftime, I'm like, note to self, it's going to be a good one. Fast forward to the fourth quarter, you look at it, and the Browns have an opportunity to finish this game off. As the second quarter and third quarter wear on, third quarter comes in, Baker gets hot. Now you start to see that dude. Now you start to see the guy that we all saw rookie year Baker. And rookie year Baker is the Baker where he's hooking up with Hollywood Higgins now. And now you're starting to see rookie year Baker where he's spreading the football. Now the ball's coming out quicker. Now he's getting to the back of his drops, boom, ball's out. He's getting over to his third read, boom, ball's coming out. Now his placement is better. Now his accuracy is on point. Now you're looking at it, Baker Mayfield's 10 for 10. Oh, he's 12 of his last 12. Oh, snaps, he's 18 for his last 18. This dude throws like 20 straight completions. 20 straight. He's out here dropping dimes on fools. Season me. Season. And I'm like, yo. The commercial is true. The boy do everything the hard way. Pause. He don't do nothing the easy way. You know the commercial where Baker always got to do everything the hard way. Even the Progressive commercial, he do everything the hard way. He don't never do nothing the easy way, right? It's like, wow, like you wait till your best receivers is out, you wait till all this stuff happen, but when you got all the weapons in the world, you'll never do this. Backs against the wall. And I'm telling you, I've been killing you on live radio in Cleveland all week. Before the game, nobody can tell you this. Before the game, I told people, I was in the Browns pregame, I said I need 4 touchdowns from Baker. This on record. I said, I need about 320, 4 touchdowns from you. I said, until you, Baker, get on record, and we need you to win us a game. Not all these other cats. We need, at one point in time, you to win us a game. Third quarter come around, it's looking like one of them ball games. Fourth quarter comes around, Joe Burrow ain't put nothing down either. He like, you think I'm scared? Stop. He got his offensive linemen falling like flies. They just picking one of them cardboard cutouts to put out of the stands. You know, they fill up the stands and put the cardboard cutouts and the people that's supposed to be there. He just start putting them in front of him. Joe Burrow still throwing dimes. I'm looking at his totals. I'm like, man, he got 360. He got 360. He a rookie. I'm thinking like, man, they go down, fourth quarter, they down 4 points. I'm like, man, under a minute to go, fourth down, they run a play that every single high school team in America does. It's called slide and slam. They motion it. They usually do it with a tight end. But here's how they got you. And all it's called is find out where 23 is and run something on them. And we've been talking about this on these blogs forever. Your boy Sendejo is just there, hanging out, chilling. They move Gio Bernard in motion to see who's guarded him. Oh, there he is. Let's pull him in motion one way. Then they motion him back in the other way really, really fast. Zendejos is just not ready to go. And Gio Bernard is opening the flat for a touchdown. Were we surprised? No. That's every team's game plan. Find 23 and run whatever you want. Find 23 and get your money off. Now, we're looking at it. We're down 3 points. Baker Mayfield gets the ball with about a minute left. And as I stated before, we all did everybody a disservice, right? We did all ourselves a disservice. And I talked about it before. By make-believing that we could have had Baker Mayfield in his mind thinking he was a game manager of sorts. Because that's not who he is. You know, it's just like trying to be a truck driver. It's like somebody being upset that you marry a truck driver. and then being mad that they're on the road all the time. You know what you signed up for. It's a truck driver. You can't marry a truck driver and then bring him an ad every day, a classified ad every day and say, hey, babe, do you want to go work in the office? They're truck drivers. Yeah, I'm just, I don't know if I can handle the distance because you're gone all the time. Come on, bro. Come on. You know what you signed up for. You got Baker Mayfield. You drafted him number 1 overall. You thought he was going to be content with handing the ball off 65 times a game? No. For the first time in this second half of this football game is the first time I've actually seen Baker Mayfield for once seem like he's genuinely happy. He's genuinely happy. And he was playing the game that he liked to play. He wasn't thinking about it. He was just going to play. Out there, backyard. Just seemed like he got Kareem Hunt and Hollywood Higgins and 80-75% Jarvis Landry and told him to get in the pickup truck. We're going to go win this game. Come on, get in the truck. We're going to win this game. It was a game that he told his people, I'm not going to let you lose this game. Because the Browns had every opportunity to lose this game. Terrence Mitchell dropping an interception could have lost them the game. When you look at the 3rd down and 12 scramble play by Joe Burrow, which was a great call, by the way, they give up the 1st down. Sendejo getting cooked on the goal line on a slide and slam play, right? Look at all those things. The slow start, OBJ going out of the game. All those things, not having the run game clicking like you want. All those things, and you look at it in the 4th quarter, the Browns could have gave that game away. The Browns could have been the Browns. But Baker Mayfield looked around the field and understood, I don't have anybody to lean on. I can't say OBJ win me a game. Nick Chubb ain't on the trip. Jarvis Landry playing on 1 hit, 65%. Right? Who am I going to lean on? I don't got Hooper. He ain't in this game. He didn't even make the trip. He had to look around the field and turn around and say, ain't no saviors out here today. Ain't nobody going to save me. So that whole narrative of, hey, just be a game manager and we'll be okay, he had to actually put that down and say, I got to look inside myself and realize that I was chosen. They might have not realized why I was chosen number 1, because all these people in here, all these people in this sideline, they wasn't here why I was chosen number 1. They wasn't in this building when I was chosen number 1. They wasn't part of this staff when I was chosen number 1. They wasn't here. But I need to remind them why I was chosen number 1. And maybe I needed to remind myself why I got chosen number 1. And with that 4th quarter drive with 1 minute on the clock, he reminded a lot of people, even myself, why he was chosen number 1. That drive starts, he showed a number of things that we criticized him for. Pocket presence. He could have got tackled and sacked for a loss, but he still gets that ball out, throws it, and is able to get the ball over the middle and keep the chains moving. He's able to throw, get up from that, then throw the ball to Hollywood Higgins. He has the presence of mind to roll out of bounds to stop that clock, right? He drops 2 dimes. He drops a crazy dime and a crazy catch to Hollywood Higgins on that sideline when he makes that back shoulder catch. And the fact that he made that catch is crazy. And by the way, I want to congratulate Hollywood Higgins too, by the way, because you just made yourself and your family a lot of money. You just made yourself and your family a tremendous amount of money, and I want to thank you for being patient. Good things wait to all those that are patient, and here's the thing about football and why I love it so much. I can talk, and I do this for a living. They pay me to do this, but the great equalizers, they pay y'all to go play. I don't got no control over what y'all do in that field. You can always shut me up, just like Baker shut me up, and just like Hollywood Higgins is shutting up Freddie Kitchens. Hollywood Higgins is now shutting up Stefanski, because he's looking at it saying, why the heck wasn't Hollywood Higgins playing the first 6 weeks? That's going to come back to save you. You signed that 1-year deal, you made yourself a lot of money. If it ain't going to be here in Cleveland, it's going to be somewhere else. But you came up and you saved them. Every single time you step on the field, all you do is perform. All you do is perform. All you do is win, 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 no matter what. Every time, I don't know what you do in practice. Frankly, I don't care. You might as well throw that out. I don't care if Hollywood Higgins is the worst player in the game in practice. But on the field, all you do is show up and win. All you wide open. You make catches. You don't jump off sides. You catch tremendously difficult catches. You do everything you need to do. Hollywood Higgins deserves to be the number 3 receiver. Bar none. Let's not act like what it is. Shout out to Hollywood. Ooh, ooh, ooh. Donovan Peoples-Jones. Way to be somebody today. That back shoulder throw. All right. That back shoulder throw. That back shoulder throw was so good. It's almost like you almost want to retract. You almost want to go back and retract 3 to 8 statements. Because here's how I know he was throwing with confidence. Prior to those throws, Baker Mayfield had not thrown a back shoulder fade all year. Do you know that he threw 4 to 5 of those tonight and 1 for a game-ending touchdown? You understand what I'm saying? Telling you, I chart these things. Chart them. He threw 23 of them his rookie year. Those are confidence throws. Those are throws that mean I'm feeling good about myself. Those are the Steph Curry dagger threes. You know how Steph Curry just be like, I hit 2 threes in a row. It's time to get y'all off the sticks. I'm trying to get y'all going. And he pull up from half court. And even though it's worth 3 points, right? It's not like it's worth the NBA a rock and jock b-ball where the slam jam court comes down from the 3-point line and be like, oh my gosh, it's the 25-point rim rock and jock. No, it's not worth more. But when Steph Curry hit it from half court, it's just demoralizing. It feel like it's worth more. It just feel like it's extra. When you get back shouldered, it's a level of demoralizing nature. It just hurt the DB. It hurt safeties a little more. It even hurt defensive linemen because it was like, I was almost home. I almost got that sack. Ooh, my corner just got back shouldered. He threw 4 to 5 of those tonight. He threw 4 to 5 of them. 4 to 5 of those things. Game-winning touchdown catch. Game-winning catch. No time almost left on the clock, man. And, this was a game the Browns had to have. This was a game the Browns had to have, and this is a signature win. This is a signature win. I don't want this to be glazed over. You cannot gloss over this. The difference between the Browns being 4-3 and 5-2 is the difference between having everything and having nothing. You cannot come off the Pittsburgh Steelers loss and lose to the Bengals that are now 1-5, because the Bengals are a lot better than people think they are. But think about where the sky would be falling. Now think about where they are when you win that game. Baker now has confidence that no matter who's out, y'all still got me. No matter who, I'm not calling him LeBron James. Don't get it twisted. But that's what the star players do. That's what the star caliber quarterbacks do. You need a quarterback. You want to have someone to say, it don't matter what running back or receiver we got out. It don't matter. As long as you got your quarterback, we can do that. It builds his confidence. Now you're 5-2, and you look at the statistics of teams that are 5-2 moving along in that playoff scenario, and now you can start to look forward and say, wow, 5-2, going against a tough game against the Raiders. 5-2 tough game against the Raiders. It puts you right in perspective, puts you right in position. It's a huge game. You fought it out. You gutted it out. You got to win, a last-second win. And to me, it's the biggest win of his career. Bar none. Bar none. Rome could have burned tonight. Rome could have burned tonight, but you said, no, not today. Not today. I will not go kindly and easily into the night. No, I won't. And you left me too much time. That's what I'm talking about. That's cold-blooded. Oh, you got your touchdown off? You left me too much time. And see, I ain't no hater. It's going to prove to y'all, see, I ain't no hater. What I do is I give credit where credit is due. I break down the film and I break down what I see on that camera. And I'm still going to watch the all 22 and I'm still going to break down these plays. So don't get it misconstrued. If you can't give another grown man credit, if you can't give a man credit when he do something well and he pick himself up and dust himself off, there's something wrong with you. There's something wrong with you. You insecure. You need to go to counseling. If you can't see somebody that did something, you can even give your enemy credit. And this is a team that I support. This is a team that I call a diehard fan for. So when people say, oh, man, you got to axe to grind. Come on, man. If you got to axe to grind, that means you childish and immature. At the end of the day, I'm the biggest fan on here. So when I see somebody do something good, I got to salute them. And I got to give a big shout out to the Bengals, man. The Bengals secondary played crazy today. They played crazy. There was not very many, there wasn't a lot of passing lanes. There wasn't a lot of open receivers. They shut down the running game pretty good. Kareem Hunt is a nice back. I thought they did a pretty good job getting penetration in the line of scrimmage. I thought the defensive line performed well. I thought the offensive line did well, given the fact that they had people going in and out of the lineup. I think, and I'm just say it. Joe Burrow's nice, man. He is nice, man. He is super nice. They didn't even have Joe Mixon. No Joe Mixon. Starting corner was out. Man, Zach Taylor got these dudes playing hard, man. Zach Taylor, they play hard. Joe Burrow's he gonna be here for a while. He gonna be here for a while. So I'm looking forward to some matchups with the Bengals going back and forth. I'm looking forward to a long back and forth type joint with them because they got one. They got one. And they play hard for Joe Burrow too. They play hard for him. He no nonsense. He ain't playing no games. He ain't glitz. He ain't glamour. But he can put it on people. And there wasn't very many throws that was off target today. So, very good game. Very interesting game. I thought it was one of the better games on the slate. I loved the back and forth nature of this game. I think it was one of the better games in the series, right? I think both teams are trending upwards. I think if the Bengals can get their line and kind of replenish their line and get some of those offensive and defensive line figured out, they need a couple young guys up front to kind of hang their hat on. I think this could be a nice little rivalry moving forward. So really excited about this little series, the Battle of Ohio series. It's going to be a decent one, man. Looking forward to Browns, looking for Raiders. The Raiders is a good team. Raiders is a strong team. And I'm going to tell you what. Texans is better than a 1-4 record. All these games going down the backstretch, you're going to hear from me. Don't think you're going to come in here and talk about this as an easy win. Chalk it up. I don't chalk nothing up. You're not going to hear nothing chalked up. The Browns got an opportunity to come out here and play another Raiders team. This is the Raiders team that went into Arrowhead and beat the Chiefs. So, no. As always, man, if you're into honest commentary, if you're into breakdowns and you're into unbiased breakdowns and you want to hear from both perspectives, from the opponent, from the Browns, and just giving that content, please like, share, subscribe, comment in the comment section. I try to comment on everything that I'm doing down there. I try to give unique commentary to any questions that you guys got down there. I try to make that comment section a place where you guys can actually talk football and go back and forth. I like interaction and I like people who think and do their thing like that. So please hit like, subscribe, and I appreciate y'all, and I will see you again. It's the Barbershop.